Yo, what's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? It is now Friday, so happy Friday. We made it through the week. In my last video, I had shout outs to Light Shadows. One of the most consistent viewers of my videos. So shout outs to him. He asked, because on my last video I went over the projected starters and I went over where I thought Mac was gonna start because that is the most important question. So here we will talk about the projected depth chart along with more Mac Jones opinions and stuff because OTA started. There's been some good stuff I've been hearing about Mac Jones, and then um more on the Julio Jones stuff. Nothing's happened yet, but I have a little bit more I could say as a fan. But he asked, where do I think the other draft picks will factor in? Are any of those picks we made, especially in the first 4 rounds, making the roster? Would be hard not to get excited if we get Julio. That is very true. Like I said in the last video, I would lose my shit if we got Julio, and I still will if that happens. So, first on the Julio, because that is the not the most recent. All right, we're gonna go in order of where these things are happening. So with Julio Jones, Pat McAfee says on his show, let me pause it. If I can get 1 year of Julio Jones for a second or a third round pick, these draft picks have a high rate of failure. How do you not pull the trigger on this immediately? A lot of people are saying, why would anybody offer a first round pick for a 31, 32-year-old wide receiver? Well, sure, he was hurt 2020, but when he played, he was very productive. And in 2019, he was still one of the best receivers in the game. A lot of players have that 1 year where they're hurt for the season, for most of the season. It's happened to a lot of great players. Look at Saquon Barkley, who's a lot younger. He's gotten hurt like twice or three times already. I think last year was the only season he's missed majority of the season. Other than that, he's been hurt, came back, still produced. Happens to everybody. Look at Christian McCaffrey. Nobody's talking about Christian McCaffrey on how his injury could potentially change his production, right? And he missed he definitely missed the majority of the season. So it happens. So now, this was a video I found a long time ago, 3 months ago, not really that long. The Rams are the only team that have been trading their first round picks. I don't remember the last time they even drafted in the first round, probably, but when they got Jared Goff was when they've had a first round pick. Now they've traded like 5 or 6 first round picks. Actually, no, 5 and then 2 for Stafford, so 7 first round picks now. Which includes the 2 for Matthew Stafford. Now the 5 before that, because they traded. What did they trade for? They traded for Ramsey, I think, to leave. Or did they sign to leave? I don't know. I remember they traded for Brandon Cooks. They gave the Pats a first, and they traded for Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was 1 or 2 first round picks, and then they traded 2 for Stafford. I don't remember the other ones. I know they traded to the Titans. No, yeah, the Titans, because one of them became Corey Davis, and then the Pats. I don't remember. But yeah, they basically traded. These are the most recent 5 first round picks that they traded: Corey Coleman, Corey Davis, Isaiah Wynn. I don't even know who these 2 are. So yes, like you can trade first round, but not all first round picks are like superstars at all, as we see here. The best player out of the 5 is Corey Davis. He has not produced like a first round pick. His best season was last season, and he's been in the league like 3 years now. Oh no, like 4 or 5 years now. So, like I said, is it worth trading Julio, like for a first round pick if you can get 2 years out of Julio? Yes. Julio Jones in the last 2 years, even if you include last year, has outproduced Corey Davis by a lot. So, and it's not like the Patriots can draft receivers in the first round anyway. Look at the receivers we've drafted in the first 2 rounds over the last few years. You don't want to risk that on Julio? Come on, it's a no-brainer to me. So yeah, I would trade a first or a second. Obviously, like, right, if we can get by with like a third and a player, I would do that, right? But it's not that big of a risk that everybody's making it out to be if we traded a first for Julio. As you can see here, I've already said, sure, anyone drafting the first can be a diamond, but if you're picking in the end of the first round like the Pats have, high chance he's not Julio. We haven't picked. Keep in mind, pick 15 is the highest we've picked since we took Richard Seymour, I think. That was a long time ago. We're probably not finishing 7-9 anytime soon again. So, yeah. Now, about Mac Jones and what he's been doing in OTAs. I saw this earlier. I don't know if this is true or not. This sounds like Mac Jones because he's really smart and he picks up the playbook really fast. And he's, like I said, he's very smart. He sees stuff on the field quicker than a lot of other people can pick it up. So I read this earlier and it got me very excited for Mac. From Bedard on today, Newton got up and identified the Mike linebacker great. He did that last year, and it's the very basic part of this passing offense. He delivered the ball in the seam a little late, but it was complete. Right? Cam isn't known to identify stuff, move the O-line, stuff like that. He always got by with his athleticism. Now, like I said over the offseason, Cam didn't really know the offense like that. So yes, he has to learn the offense too. And even when he was great last year, like he still didn't know the offense. So he's still learning the offense this year now that he has a full offseason. I assume Cam will be better. It's not hard to be better than what he was last year, to be honest. It's really not hard. And now you have players you can actually throw the ball to. Now, for the rookie that has no idea what the NFL is like for the most part, came up next. He identified the mic and also tagged on the slide by the offensive line. Okay, now I'm paying attention. That's another step up. Being able to move the offensive line being that next step. Jones and the receiver, Nelson Aguilar, both identified what the defense was doing, a weak side blitz. They looked at each other. Aguilar pointed. Then Jones said, I know. The ball was snapped. Jones probably didn't even have the laces and fired the ball on the slant into wide open space. Jones saw what the defense was going to do. He and the receiver made a slight adjustment, and the Patriots exploited it for a big gain. That is the Patriots passing offense. So like I said, as I was saying when I first made my Patriots offseason video and I was saying that we should draft Mac Jones, he's smart. And I've watched a lot of footage on Mac Jones from like early January until now. He's able to pick apart the defense. He's able to visualize it and make the correct decision at the line of scrimmage. That's what he did in Alabama. Yes, he had phenomenal pieces all over, but the quarterback still needs to make the play. We've seen wide open guys missed all over the place in the NFL. It happens. But so it's still on the quarterback to make the play. Just because you got the players doesn't mean you're going to succeed. Now, who says Mac is whack? I mean, who said that? Get Mac. Mac got swagger. That was something that surprised a lot of the New England players too. Was Mac swagger. He's already hitting it off with Jason Bourne. Already surprised him. They're probably gonna end up being best friends on here too, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that. Yeah, who said the Patriots don't have fun? Who said that? Yeah, see, handshakes already. They're doing just fine to me. Hey, Kendrick Bourne having fun, just like Cam Newton has fun. I don't know. It seems like a great environment to me. All this talk about it's a shitty environment. It's a great environment to me. So people are bought into the system. Great environment. Shit, Belichick is smiling. That's crazy. I've rarely ever seen him smile. He is smiling. The league is fucked. I'd be scared. I feel like there was more that I wanted to show. Shout out to Title Talk TCL. Y'all want to follow him? He's been coming out with all these all the footage. I'm pretty sure he's the one that posted it. Yeah, so he's been the one posting. And I sent this to him too, so he was aware because he posted wanting to trade for a first. So we came into agreement with that. But the other draft picks, I think it was like picks 5 and 6, or is it 4 and 5? I forget, but one of them is hurt for the season, and the other one is he just showed up in an arm cast or something. So, yeah, see, said by Phil Perry. Y'all gonna see me follow. If I can hit the follow button. What the Thank you. Bill Belichick has noticed that Mac Jones has gone to his playbook, limited competitive reps today, but the rookie certainly did not look lost out there. He picks up the playbook fast. Like, he was a one-year starter in Alabama and ended up teaching the new offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien. He taught him the playbook before he got drafted. Like, he's teaching the offensive coordinator the playbook, not the other way around. Mac Jones is smart. So, for everybody like Mac Jones is not the guy, overrated, bust, this and that. I don't know. I've been high on him since January. I don't know. I'm getting his jersey. I hope his number is 10. Mac 10 sounds lit. Good energy, awesome guy. You can tell he's happy to be here. You can feel his leadership and energy already. He has a swag to him I didn't know he had. There we go. Hunter Henry, I honestly thoroughly enjoy this time of year. Even Jalen Mills is bought into the system, says he still hasn't gotten used to the fact that Bill Belichick is his head coach. Coach Bill is coaching me. This is crazy. It's a great feeling. That's me wanting to give him everything that I have. Like I said, once you have players that are bought into the system, they enjoy who they play for, and that's a motivated team. Jalen Mills went from a team that was abysmal last year in Philly to a team with a winning culture. Yes, the Pats went 7-9. Shit, it happens. But that doesn't mean the Patriots are dead. Doesn't mean the dynasty is dead. They just, they got stuck. Had to change a tire. It happens. Like, we lost Tom Brady. It's not like we lost a random player on the field. It's not like we lost an offensive lineman. Not like we lost a running back. It's not like we lost a receiver. We lost Tom Brady. That's not easier to replace. So yes, we had a bad year. Just relax. Gonna be fine. Cam Newton led off every practice Shit, I can't read. Led off every practice period today. Mac Jones was second in line for the majority of practice, including each period after they broke into team drills. Jones throws a good ball. Mac he's trying to get out. He might be out there sooner than you think. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hella biased. He looks way better in a Patriots uniform than he does a Titans uniform. If you're a Titans fan, I'm sorry. He looks way better in a Patriots uniform. Okay. People overrate draft picks so often, like you wouldn't trade Harry or Sony the year they were selected for an elite talent. Yeah, we drafted N'Keal Harry and Sony Michel in the first round. I would trade both those firsts for Julio. Just so you know what a first round pick would look like. Also, Isaiah Wynn. I would trade that first as well. That's 3 first round picks. None of them has performed. If you combined all 3 of their production, it's not a first round pick. Draft picks are only as good as a player taken, whether it be the first overall or the pick 199. We're going to have a late first this year if we get Julio, so why not trade that first for him? They did a video on all the first the Rams traded the last few years, and they were all horrible picks. And I sent them the link and the same picture that I showed you earlier. So, now, next topic. The entire projected depth chart. You can just Google it. I just Googled it. Oh, and I apologize. I've been needing to do this video throughout the week, but like right now, I'm tired. So I kind of just forced myself to do this video. And I included 3 topics in one, right? So now this is the entire depth chart. I feel like I did go over this already. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But yeah, Cam, Mac, as it should be. I don't care for quarterbacks 3 and 4. Running backs, Damian Harris, Sony Michel, as it should be for the year. Sony Michel, they did not pick up his 5th-year option, so he will not be returning James White's only on a 1-year deal, so we don't know what's going on after that. And then Ramondre Stevenson. Now, I don't see them bringing along a 4th running back because we do need a fullback. And they released Danny Vitale. So I assume Jacob Johnson will be on the roster, even though he's technically not on the roster at the moment. So I do not see them bringing on Stevenson, he was a 4th round pick, unless one of these two get hurt. Now, receivers, Nelson Aguilar, N'Keal Harry, Matthew Slater will all be on the roster. Kendrick, is this even 53 players? We'll count it at the end. Kobe Myers, Trey Nixon, Devin Smith. I don't see Trey Nixon being on the roster. Kendrick Bourne and Gunner will be on the roster. He's an all-pro returner, so he's going to be on the roster. Isaiah Zuber might be on the roster. He's being the 7th round pick. He is hella talented, by the way. Trey Nixon, he looked phenomenal. His tape looks phenomenal for a 7th round pick. And they were saying that if he didn't get hurt, he would be projected. He was a projected 5th round pick before he got hurt. So this could, like I said, every pick could have been a steal, outside of Mac because he was projected to go at 15. Anyway, like early on. So everybody else picks 2 through 7 could be massive steals. I like Trey Nixon. I love his tape. I love his tape more than what I saw N'Keal Harry's college tape when he got drafted. That's crazy. Jonnu, Hunter Henry. I see all 4 tight ends being brought on. Jacob Johnson. It's crazy. I'm like thinking about it, and it was right here. Isaiah Wynn, Trent Brown, and Justin Herron. Well, Trent Brown is a starter here. Michael Onwenu, Alex Redmond, and Ted Karras will all be on the roster. David Andrews. The hell did I just say? David Andrews, James Ferentz. I don't know who this is. But if you're bringing Ted Karras, I don't see how he's needed. I don't know. Shaq Mason, Ted Karras, Trent Brown. Okay, maybe he'll be brought on. Because you have Ted Karras, pretty much the backup in every position. Literally. So. And then Justin Herron's the backup tackle. Ted Karras is James Ferentz will be on the roster. And if William Sherman is that good, he will probably be on the roster too. I think he was the 5th round pick. Let's find out because I'm forgetful. 6th. So yeah, he will probably be on the roster. I think all of these guys will be on the roster. I'm just realizing how much of these names are pretty much the same guys. And then Ted Karras is the backup everywhere. Now, Lawrence Guy, Dietrich Wise, Montravius Adams, Davin Gacho, Christian Barmore. He's the backup nose tackle, so he's on the roster. He is definitely on the roster over Cowher and Spence. Henry Anderson, I don't even know who Bill Murray is. That's crazy. I don't know who that is. Tashawn Bauer and I know who Carl Davis is, but I don't know who Bill Murray is. That's crazy. Matt Judon and Josh Uche, obviously on the roster. Juwan Bentley and Terrace Hall, probably on the roster until Cameron McGrone. He is injured, but I guess these two will be fighting for that backup spot. Dante Hightower, Raekwon McMillan, Fernie Jennings, probably all on the roster. Vinoy, Winovich, maybe Ronnie Perkins is on the roster. I'm surprised he's here instead of here. Now, if he was here, as I thought he would have been, he would definitely be on the roster. But him being the 3rd round pick, I see him being on the roster. I'm just surprised he's not up here. Then you got J.C. Jackson, Vergen, Michael Jackson Sr. They probably go these two, Adrian Phillips, Duggar. I don't see Joshua Bledsoe because obviously he's pretty far down the list. Isn't he hurt? I thought he was hurt. Yeah. Isn't one of them hurt for the year? I thought it was him. I know he's questionable. He was one with the cast. I'm pretty sure he was hurt for the season. That's probably why he's 4th. Adrian Phillips, Kyle Duggar, definitely on the roster. McCourty, Mills, and Colbert probably on the roster. I'm surprised Joe Juan Williams isn't like here. Like Jalen Mills should be here and Joe Juan should be here. Because Jalen Mills is going to play the Patrick Chung role. He's going to play some corner and some safety. So I'm just not sure why he's down here. I mean, he did play some corner in Philly, and he also played some safety. And then obviously the special teams, they're bringing these guys here. So yeah. But let's just count it off. 2, let's just say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. No. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 9. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? All right. So the offense is 27. The entire thing, not including Trey Nixon and Devin Smith. Right? It's 27. 28, 29, 30, 31. And 32. 33, 34, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely not bringing all these players on here. I'm just looking to see. I don't see them bringing on any of these fourth stringers. Maybe Joe Juan Williams, but that's about it. Everybody else, starter, second, and third stringers, I see them being on the roster. Maybe William Sherman, because you can see it's just Ted Karras and Justin Herman, or Justin Herron and Ted Karras. So yeah. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be roster cuts, obviously, because there's a lot of players on here. So there will be roster cuts, and then once the roster cuts happen, we'll take a deeper look. This is just currently. So the only person of the top 4 picks at the moment that I see not being on the roster will be Ramondre Stevenson. Everybody else, in terms of like Mac, Christian Barmore, and Ronnie Perkins, I see them being on the roster. Whether they're a backup, a third string backup, he's pretty far down the list. Unless Sonny Michel gets hurt, which will probably happen, then he'll get brought up right away. Because regardless, Sonny Michel probably not coming back next year. And if he's hurt again, he's definitely not coming back. He'll probably end up getting replaced for Ramondre Stevenson. It happened with Stephen Ridley. He got hurt, but I'm pretty sure it was like a torn ACL or something. Like it was like a major injury, and he was done. He just wasn't even coming back. So I can see that happening. Now, that's pretty much it for today. You have any questions about anything else New England Patriots related, leave it down below. Questions about any other team, my opinion on anything football related whatsoever, leave it down below. As you can see, I'm a bit of a gamer, so I have video game clips on here too. Just if you want to take a look into what I do when I'm not talking Patriots football, I game quite a bit. So what I'm about to do once I get off of here, once I'm done with this clip here, probably end up gaming. So yes, I play MLB The Show and some shooters. So like I said, you're more welcome to ignore those clips or click on it, enjoy it, But I will try to record something. We'll try to record something at least once throughout the week. So the Julio Jones, wherever Julio Jones goes, like June 1st is Tuesday. So as soon as that happens, I'll record it, talk about it, react to it, so there's that. Like I said, leave a comment below. We finally hit over 100. Happy. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you're a fan of another team, I will gladly talk about your team too. Let me know. I don't mind. Peace.